Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. If you stuck around last night's live stream when I first played Vanguard Zombies, you would have seen me hop into a little bit of multiplayer and be pleasantly surprised. I really wasn't feeling the beta, the bad audio design, and just the blitz pacing was just not my thing, and blitz pacing is still not my thing, but I am intrigued. In fact, I was recording a whole bunch of footage today, and the last hour and a half, I've just been playing multiplayer, and I think I like it. What really hooked me at first was the map design. I played Numa Numa on stream there last night with you beautiful people, and the fact that it wasn't a 3-lane map and it still wasn't that Modern Warfare like campy style of map was really refreshing. I actually enjoyed genuinely the map design of World War II, and I know that's not a popular opinion, but the map design in here feels like that classic Call of Duty. It's not a structured 3-lane map, but you've got lanes in there, you've got obvious lines of sight, but there's enough room to flank and outmaneuver your enemies and outsmart your enemies, which is so good. That's why I play the game. Except for Eagle's Nest, which I hate. Eagle's Nest might be my least favorite map in the game. But then as I was playing, I noticed, dang, I am losing a lot of gunfights, like a lot of gunfights that I really feel like I should be winning. I shot first and died first a lot, which is very concerning, and it still happens. But what I found to have been a little bit helpful was I turned off the texture streaming or whatever that is in your settings, because what that does is it, instead of downloading textures in your computer or Xbox or PlayStation, running it with those textures and being intensive on the graphics card and whatever, it, I think, uses the internet, and it uses part of your internet speed to load these textures, if I'm understanding that correctly. I turned that off, and that seemed to have at least helped a little bit with those inconsistent gunfights. Now, they still happen. I still have very big reservations about the weapon balance and the 10 attachments thing and the incendiary rounds and how powerful all the weapons are going to be, so I reserve the right to change my mind and trash this multiplayer in a couple weeks or months. So even still, I was having a little bit of trouble with inconsistent gunfights, and then I picked up a certain weapon, and that weapon you're seeing in the gameplay behind you, the Automaton. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm gonna say it. The Automaton was so much fun. I am so amazed with this gun. This is the next ACR, at least in my opinion, from the first, like I played 2 games with it, I had a lot of fun with it, and I stopped to record this video. So who knows, this is like little recoil, super fast fire rate. I had a lot of success with this. Maybe the STG was just too much recoil, maybe the MP40 was too much recoil, I don't know, maybe it's not enough damage, who knows, still first couple games, but the Automaton was so fun to use, and I'm using it here in the gameplay on Castle, and this map is beautiful. Why in the world has this never been remade? Was it remade in Black Ops 2? Might have been remade in Black Ops 2, but my goodness, this map is gorgeous. The cover, and that goes for a lot of these maps, the cover, the unique types of cover, how you can snake in between to get closer with different types of like shotguns and stuff. Obviously everyone's loving Das House because they're grinding it all out, and with blitz pacing and all that's super crazy and ridiculous, but I've been really enjoying the tactical version of this game. I know that's like donuts, you're so campy, Campapalooza and all that stuff, you're playing tactical. The map design and the map flow, in my opinion, is really well designed for tactical. And of course you have that more intense, I forget what it's called, like assault, and then blitz pacing. Blitz pacing, when they said blitz pacing, was like they want to make every map shipment. I was like, no, I don't want that. And that's exactly what it is. Every map, the spawns are just garbage. It's so fast, it's crazy. I'm sure it's a different style of game that you got to learn, and for the people who grind out camos, that's 100% going to be the way to do it, because you can drop some nasty kills for there for sure. But as for me, I'll stick to my tactical if I want to have a good kind of fair experience, and then I'll switch up to blitz if I want to grind out some camos or just more hectic gameplay sometimes, I feel like. But that does bring up a point. The spawns in this game, like Modern Warfare 2019, they ain't great. Multiple times, even on the tactical pacing, even on big maps, I am spawning behind people. People are spawning behind me. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I know when it's not a stupid standard 3-lane, simple 3-lane map, it's hard to do spawns right, But even then, Eagle's Nest, you spawn behind people all the time because it's a stupid, simple 3-lane map. Anyway, spawns are hard. I get it. They're not as bad as they were in the beta, but they're still pretty bad. I don't know. I feel like Modern Warfare's were worse, but these definitely aren't one of the best spawns. And then that brings me on to the last thing that I want to talk about, and that's footsteps. Footsteps are not in the game still. You know, they said they buffed them, and, you know, Exclusive Ace apparently said that if you tack sprint and everyone else is quiet and the enemy puts their ears to your feet, then you can hear footsteps, which is like, why is everyone so excited for Ninja to be in the game when you can't hear footsteps anyway? And a lot of people are gonna say like, oh, footsteps are for campers, they take no skill. I don't know, I might do a video on this, I might not, but I always really enjoyed, you know, like I said, I love getting around the enemy, I love flanking the enemy, I love being in and around the enemy spawns and shooting them from behind. And when I don't hear their footsteps, it's harder for me to figure out where they're spawning. It's harder for me to figure out where they're going from their spawn. And then it helps rushers more than it helps campers, in my opinion. Much like the minimap, footsteps give you information of where enemies are. We remember in Modern Warfare 2019, that beta, alpha, whatever it is, they didn't have the minimap at all, and everyone camped because they're afraid to move because they didn't know where anyone was. It's the same principle in my eyes with footsteps. If I can't hear where anyone is, I'm not going to move. I'm going to sit in a corner and be like, I just got to wait for them to walk across this corner, as opposed to if I hear their footsteps coming around the corner, I'm going to be able to jump shot at the right time, I'm going to be able to drop shot at the right time to know when they're going to turn that corner and attack me. And that creates a better, in my opinion, a better counterplay mental game, tactical game, if you will, than just not being able to hear any footsteps and being afraid to move. But that's just my opinion, so who cares about that? So overall, I'm having fun. Oh, and then the game ends with this weird team MVP like vote, which I think conceptually is pretty cool and I like how it's presented. But then it's just like, I want to move on with the game. Like, the game's over, I'm done with it, move on to the next one. I think it's gonna be a very, very annoying part of this year's Call of Duty. I hope they figured out a way to speed that up or something, because dang, those animations and that whole process takes forever. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Weird multiplayer video. Haven't done a multiplayer video in probably a year, since Modern Warfare 2019. And yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. Speaking about things you're going to enjoy, check out these two videos on screen. Subscribe to help me on my road to 5,000 subscribers. And until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.